Gary Russo, a MarkLogic developer. I'm just here to talk about the JMeter workbench. I'm going to quickly show you how I generate some scripts, JMeter scripts, using this proxy server. So as you see, this is the JMeter workbench. It has two panes here. I'm going to right click on the workbench and I'm going to add a non-test element. It's called the HTTP proxy server. Let's just use the defaults, port 8080. I'm simply going to start this up, switch over to Firefox, configure Firefox to use this proxy, and you'll see scripts get generated. So let me start it. Switch over here to Firefox. Let me go to the home page there, switch to Options, Network tab, Settings, select the manual proxy config, and I just do a refresh and we'll see some scripts get generated. There you go, you got some happening here. Let me click navigate on to some other topics, get a little more. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to stop the server. I'll switch back to the configuration on Firefox. Turn it off. Go back here, and here you can see it's generated all these scripts. So what I typically do now is I get into a cleanup or a grooming phase here. So I have to move these samplers, they call these JMeter samplers. I'm going to move it into the test plan. So I have to right click and create a thread group. Thread group is equivalent to the users. So let's rename this to scenario 1. For now, we'll just leave it at 1.1. Typically, I could say 2 users, ramp up in 10 seconds. And I could leave it at 1 loop. And a lot of these here we could delete. So I'm just going to take the main ones. Here's the landing page. And I'm just going to cut this and I'm going to move it right up here with the paste. We'll do another one here. See, this is CSS. Here I could keep this, but I don't want to. I'm not concerned about measuring the response on retrieving the CSS from the web server. I just want to see another request. And we do have a few down here. Here's one with the request to the subject. I'm going to take this one right here. If you expand the tree, you'll see that it records the header information. Let me just cut this one. I'll move it up to the top here, and I'll do a paste. And I'm going to delete all the others. Let me just purge this out. So here you have just 2 requests, and I usually give these names. I would call this 1-1, scenario-1. This would be landing page. And I could make this a 1-2 subject page. Try to give it some meaningful names. There it is. So I'm going to one other thing I would add is the listener. The listener is what shows you the activity when it's running, and I typically use the summary report and the aggregate report. Let's see, there we go. And let me just save this. Let's see, I'm going to save this as scenario 3. At this point, I should be able to just run, and let's give it a try. So there you have it. We got some activity. Very simple. Upper right corner, you got number of users, and it has finished. So that's it. This is Gary Russo, Mark Logic developer. Thanks for listening.